I'm gonna try this one more time. If not, then I'm just call it a day, cause you know what it is, everybody. I'm back once again with another hair tutorial. Today I'm showing you how you can achieve curly crochet braids with no leave out. This is gonna look super natural. I'm so excited to try this. I know it's hard to tell because I look a mess. I usually come on here looking cute, but today I said forget it. I got COVID, I'm sick, I don't feel good. I've already explained this twice and my camera keeps cutting off for no apparent reason. But we're gonna just move on. We just gonna make it through this tutorial, okay? That's just what we gonna do. All right, so here is my braid pattern. The most important part of this braid pattern are the braids around the perimeter. As you can see, I have one here, going either way. I do have a part in the middle because I wanna make sure I have a clean part in the middle as an option. And then on the side, I'll probably just do like a flip over type situation if I want kind of a side, toss to the side look. So my first braid I have here, it goes all the way around and it wraps around the nape of my neck, as you can see here. I hope you can see it because my monitor's not working. And then the second braid was on the other side, goes all the way around. As you can see, it comes over that first braid down here at the bottom, and then I connected that first braid into that second one. So those are the most important braids of this braid pattern. In the middle, you can do what you want. Of course, if you want a middle part, you want to make sure you have that clean space there. I crossed these are the only two cornrows that I crossed. I don't know if you can see it right here in the middle, just to close that up so I don't have a part all the way down the middle of my head. And of course, if you prefer a side part, then you can just move this pattern like over to the side. Just make sure you have a clean part there or there. But this is what I wanted, so this is what I did. In the middle, I just have straight back cornrows, and then I just attached each one to the next one as I went, as you can see here. And I finished with 2 braids left, and I'm just gonna crochet those up and out the way, but I'll show you guys how I do that. Now let's get to crocheting. So I did all that and forgot to mention that the hair I'm using is by Free Tress. This is their beach curl. I believe it's 18 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna start with one of the perimeter braids, and essentially what you're doing is just a regular crochet, but the difference between what I'm doing here and what I'll probably do throughout the rest of my head is that I'm going to do the knotless method. So I'm inserting my hook, and it's important that I insert my hook from the inside outward, so from my hairline down instead of up with the hook. And I'm hooking the hair into the hook, pulling it through. And at this point, I'm gonna take one of those 2 strands and pull it through the loop. So instead of pulling both through, I'm just gonna pull one loop through. And in order to secure that, twist it, pull it through a second time. And later on, I went back and did it a 3rd time because I just found that that was more secure. Then you pull it tight, and this is how it should look once you're done. What this does is, of course, it hides the knot. The knot is towards the back, so you're less likely to see it. And then you have nothing but just hair in the front. It looks more natural. So I continue to do this all the way around the perimeter. Now, as I said, throughout my head, I am doing just the regular crochet method all in the middle. So all those straight backs are just gonna have the regular crochet method until I get to that middle part, because again, this is where I want to give the illusion of a natural hairline. So we're not gonna do the regular crochet. But up to this point, I'm just doing the regular crochet method, and here's how that goes. Once again, I'm just inserting my hook, putting the hair in the hook, closing the latch, pulling it through. And then I'm going to twist, pull it through again and again for a total of 3 times and pull it tight. Keep in mind that this hair can get really big really fast, so you want to make sure you spread it out. When you do the perimeter, you want to make sure the strands are relatively close together. But once you get to the middle, the straight backs, you want to kind of space things out. Unless you want super thick, like really thick poofy hair, I do suggest leaving at least a finger width of space between your crochet curls, because like I said, it can get out of hand really fast. I tend to be very heavy-handed with crocheting my hair, but I've learned my lesson. So I space them out until I get to the top of my head. Then I start crocheting closer together so that you're less likely to see braids and knots and all that good stuff. All right, now that we're at the middle part, I am doing the same method, same knotless method I used on the perimeter. Once again, basically you want to insert the hook in the direction of where you want the hair to look the most natural. So because I want the hair to look natural along my parts, I'm inserting the hook on the opposite side of that, if that makes sense. And this is how you make sure your knot is underneath the hair where you can't see it. You'll notice I have less hair in my hand because I did split each strand because I don't want these strands to be too bulky at the part, because it'll be harder to make that look natural. And here's how we're looking now. As you can see, you can still see some of the knots. The curls are just too defined at the roots and it's not giving it that natural look. So what I'm gonna do here is take those the very front strands, and I'm gonna tease the roots and try to give it some frizz so it's just less obvious that it's crochet. You're just gonna keep teasing that, and you're also gonna tease your middle part. And finally, you want to separate the curls a bit. Don't get too crazy because this hair can tangle and get too frizzy because it is synthetic. But you want to separate the curls just to give it more of a natural look. You don't want the curls to be too uniform because that's what really makes it look really fake and really synthetic. So I'm separating some curls. One more thing I did is I felt like the part between my perimeter braid and those straight backs was just a little too obvious. So what I did was insert the hook from the perimeter braid up through that straight back near my part. And I'm just gonna crochet one strand in to hide that gap there. And I did that on both sides. And here's the final look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments below, or if you have any questions, feel free to put that in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you don't miss a thing. And until next time, peace.